Hey, how's it going? So, hey, today I want to talk about my new group, Haitian American Networking Group. I want to talk about that specific group. And the thing I want to do is I want to compare that group to some of the other projects I've had in the past, because up until this point, I've had a lot of different projects that I've worked on. And I want to kind of just compare that specific networking group to some of the other projects I've tried in the past. So to be more specific, one of the first projects I've launched, one of my first businesses was a business called Admire Dance. Now, Admire Dance was a specific dating site. And one of the things that I want to do is I want to go ahead and compare Admire Dance to Haitian American Networking. Haitian American Networking is a networking group specific to Haitian Americans, designed to connect you with Haitian Americans just like you. There's going to be a link somewhere on this page if you want to go ahead and join the group. I'm going to go ahead and provide you with the link. You can go ahead and click on the link and join that specific group. But from a comparison standpoint, as I kind of just take a look at things and compare it, I think one of the things I did with Admire Dance is that I built an actual platform. Well, I didn't build the platform myself, but I paid someone a lot of money to build me a dating site. Now, that dating site had a lot of different bells and whistles. Specifically, people can upload videos, people can share videos, and there was just so many different things that people can do as it relates to that specific dating site. So, it took about a year and a half for the individual that was building that specific website to have the website, up and running. So that's the thing that I did. The thing that I could have done differently is as I look back, the thing I could have done differently is that I could have learned how to sell that specific product, and that product being, dating. So how do you drive traffic? How do you get people to opt in or to join a specific dating site? There's a lot of dating companies out there. One of the things that I could have done differently, and that would have given me a lot more momentum per se, is to learn, okay, what type of messaging gets people to opt in and join a specific dating site? That's one of the things that I could have done differently as it relates to, Admire Dance. If you compare Admire Dance to Haitian American Networking. Now, as it relates to Haitian American Networking, one of the things I've done differently is that I started off as it relates to the people first. So essentially, I started off by putting a specific message out there. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to see, does that specific message resonate with people? And essentially, I didn't start off, or my team and I should say, we did not start off with, trying to build a specific platform, a site, or anything along those lines. We are going with the people first type of approach. And that specific approach, seems to be working a lot better than waiting, a year and a half, 2 years, whatever the case may be, for a platform to be built. So that's the first thing I wanted to kind of just compare this whole thing to. The next thing I want to compare it to, I'm going to go ahead and kind of just erase this and write the next thing that I want to compare this to, because the next thing I want to compare this to is a second project. And that second project I want to go ahead and compare this to, I'm going to go ahead and write this down. The second project I want to compare it to is a project called Complete Spot. So I'm going to go ahead and just write that down. Complete Spot. Okay, I'm going to put versus HAT, Haitian American Team. So essentially, as it relates to Complete Spot, the thing that I did with Complete Spot is that, from a targeting standpoint, I didn't necessarily understand the targeting. So I should start off by telling you what exactly was Complete Spot. So the idea behind Complete Spot, when I launched Complete Spot, is that I wanted to give business owners a place to claim a business listing. So there's a lot of business listing type of websites out there, and I wanted to kind of just jump in that specific game. I wanted to give business owners the opportunity to claim a free business listing, and that free business listing would give them the opportunity to have more exposure. So that's essentially what I wanted to do. And the thing that I did with that specific project is that after that website launched, is I went to specific areas and I went pretty much door to door to try and get business owners to buy into that specific concept. But I think the place where I went wrong as it relates to Complete Spot is that I was going after so many different markets and so many different business types that it just was not necessarily viable. So the thing that I could have done differently is that I could have tried and work with one specific business type and understand the need for that specific business type. And once I better understand the need for that specific business type, I could have made some adjustments to my marketing. As it relates to Haitian American Team or Haitian American Networking, what I'm doing is I'm working with one specific industry, Haitian American, individuals who are Haitian Americans who are looking to network with Haitian Americans just like them. So that's the thing that I've done differently, and that's allowed that process to pick up a little bit more momentum. Again, there's going to be a link somewhere on this page. You can go ahead and click on that link, and that link is going to allow you to join this specific group. We have people in there that are networking. We have people in there that are making connections, both inside the group and outside the group as well. So that's project number 2. That's the second project, I worked on. And I wanted to kind of just compare that to that specific project. So why didn't that specific thing take off, and why is it I'm getting a lot more momentum as it relates to the Haitian American team and the Haitian American networking project? So that's thing number 2. So the third thing is I want to kind of just compare it to thing number 3. And the third thing I want to compare it to is a group I started probably about 2 years ago, and that group was called Sales Funnel for Small Business. Right, so if we compare that one there to, Haitian American, we'll put Haitian American networking in this specific instance. If we compare that to that, and I'm like, oh man, my handwriting is not necessarily all of that beautiful, but I guess it's not the thing that I'm known for. So essentially, if I want to kind of just compare that, the sales funnel for small business owners, essentially what that is that it was a group. In that group, the thing that I was doing in that group is I was teaching small business owners how to create sales funnel for their specific businesses. So that's the thing that I was trying to focus on, and that's the thing that I was trying to do. I want to say when I started to promote that specific group, I started to promote that group organically. So what that means is that I put out free content, and based on the free content that was coming from both my podcast and that was coming from some other blogging I was doing, people would go ahead and join this specific group. And essentially, I want to say within about 2 to 3 months, I had about 40 people in that specific group. However, after those 40 individuals joined, I couldn't necessarily grow it. It wouldn't necessarily pick up or anything along those lines. So it kind of lost momentum. And the thing that I could have done differently is that, okay, there was already proof of concept. There was proof of concept in the fact that there were individuals that resonated with that specific message. Sales funnel is a very popular thing. It has been, and it's something that business owners resonate with. However, the thing that I could have done differently as it relates to that specific thing is that I could have had paid for marketing. So instead of trying to do a whole bunch of organic strategies, one of the things I could have done differently is I could have paid for marketing, right? So if I had done some paid ads, whether it be through Google or through Facebook, whatever the case may be, I could have gotten a lot more members as it relates to kind of just scaling that whole thing, because it showed that it had potential. If you have 20, 30, 40 people that join a specific group, that means that there's a lot more of those individuals out there per se. So at the time, what I should have done is I should have thrown some paid ads behind it, and the paid ad would have allowed it to kind of just amplify itself. One of the things that we're doing, my team and I, that we're doing with the Haitian American networking group, is that we are indeed advertising it. We're not just advertising it organically. So I'm not just coming on this Facebook Live, or I'm not just going via groups and just promoting it. We're paying for ads. We're amplifying it with paid ads, so that way we can grow it, because we have already noticed that that message does resonate with a specific group of individuals. And because it resonates with a specific group of individuals, I wanted to kind of just learn from one of my projects, being this specific project. I wanted to learn from that specific project and trying to amplify with paid ads. So that's one of the things that we're doing. We're paying for ads, and then that specific group is growing on a daily basis. So if you're not, if you're watching this, I invite you to join the group. It's a free group, Haitian American Networking Group. And the idea is that we're connecting you with people just like yourself. We have people that are making connections both inside the group and outside the group. There's going to be a link somewhere on this page, and a link is going to allow you to join the group. So those are the 3 things I wanted to kind of just compare as it relates to the Haitian American Networking Group compared to some of the things that I've done in the past. That's my time. I'll see you in the next video.